Good afternoon, Caroline and Ray. It's Saturday, which means it's my turn to talk. And you guys give me a lot to think about and talk about, in addition to what I want to talk about today. And I'm going to start by saying, hey, Caroline, we still have to punish you for missing your first deadline. Tisk tisk. While I'm on your spot, talking about you, you had mentioned that I had mentioned 3 Laws of Robotics and how it was used in iRobot, the movie. Well, the iRobot movie was loosely based on a series of short stories by Isaac Asimov that were compiled into the iRobot anthology. Um, like most of Asimov's robots, the robots in these stories were Asinonian robots, Asinonian being an adjective Asimov came up with to describe him, and those are robots that follow the Asimov's 3 Laws of Robotics, which are a robot may not injure a human being, or through inaction, allow a human being to come to harm unless this would violate a higher order law. Law 2. A robot must obey orders given to it by human beings except where such orders would conflict with a higher order law. Now, Law 3 is a robot must protect its own existence as long as such protection does not conflict with a higher order law. That last clause, unless conflict with a higher order law, is how, in the movie iRobot, you have a robot convicted of killing a person, like how that's possible. Because Asimov later added in a Law 0, which is a higher order than 1, 2, and 3, which is a robot may not injure humanity or through inaction allow humanity to come to harm. This gave the ground rule for saying, okay, if this person is a danger to humanity, this robot must kill that person in order to follow Law 0. Because otherwise, it would be through inaction, allowing humanity to come to harm. So that's how that works. The movie does take elements from various stories, so it doesn't follow any of them specifically to the letter. Yeah. I think that's all I had to talk about. You going on to what Ray said on Thursday. One, you say like you ran into like 4 good Samaritans and that, like, you know, you have hope for America. Were they adults? Were they older than you? Were they by chance hitting on you? If any of these things are true, you're not looking at the issue as I see it, which is that America's slowly going to, like, oh, actually, it's going to pretty quickly crash and burn in the next few years. Because if you look at the way that the youth act, it's getting worse and worse. Just look at our high school, look at our middle school. As the years passed after us, the rates of all sorts of things, from pregnancy to arrests, it's all skyrocketing. They had more incidents with knives being confiscated at the high school so far this year than I think in all of the 4 years I was there. This isn't a good thing. I don't have hope for America. You also mentioned the whole like ordering us in order of name. I obviously thought about it. You're not going to manage to make me stop thinking about something without some sort of sensory overload or extreme misdirection. By the way, I am second, third if you count Dad. And why the hell did you mention the last name? We all have the same last name last I checked. Unless you suddenly started going by, like, I don't know, Lohengrin, which is an opera, I think. Anyway, I'm running out of time. I left links with my research on the 3 Laws of Robotics below. Check them out. And next time I will discuss what I was going to talk about today, bubble tea.